Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris in the sales department here, and here behind me I have a brand new 2024 Honda Ridgeline RTL. So let's show you all the cool standard features and functions so you'll be in the know. Alright, so here we are right outside the Honda Ridgeline as usual. We're going to walk up here to the window sticker. We're going to open up the door, try to reduce some of the glare here out today. And you guys are welcome to pause the video right about there if you want to explore on your own. So you can see it's a 2024 Ridgeline. It's an RTL all-wheel drive. Over here on the right hand side, it talks about the fuel economy, 18 for the city, 24 for the highway with a combined of 21. Now down on the right hand side, it's going to talk about your safety ratings, 5 out of 5. Who doesn't love that? We'll come right over here to the price point. It's going to be right there for you guys. You can see it's a US made product right here in Lincoln, Alabama. Now over here, it's going to be talking about your standard features and functions. We're going to try to cover all this here for you guys. Now this is going to be a crystal black pearl. I'll also throw some additional color options up there. Then also there's going to be some plus charge for that color, so you guys be fully aware of that. Now it comes standard with 2 key fobs. It's going to be number driver 1 and driver 2. Remote start comes standard. All you have to do is hit lock, hold this button down for a few seconds. You can see the light's going to flash. It receives it. It's going to start right up, and then it's going to flash again to let you know, hey, I've started. All right, so remote start is engaged. It runs in 10-minute intervals, and the doors will remain locked. So after 10 minutes, it completely turns right off. Or let's say you need a little more time. After 8 minutes, you repeat that process. It runs for the grand total of 18 minutes. You cannot do it a third time. It's only twice, okay? Now, let's say if you change your mind, you simply just hold this button down right over here. As it says hold. I can't get my phone to focus today. So hold right down there, the bottom button. Hold it for a few seconds, lights flash, and it completely turns it right off. As we kind of get right down here, all of your Honda sensing features come standard. I'm talking about your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, and your forward present and road departure. So all the safety features come standard. Then you have a 3.5 V6 with a 9-speed automatic transmission with a heavy-duty transmission cooler. I'm going to throw horsepower and torque up there so you guys know what you're playing around with. Now we're going to have LED lights all the way around. So that means it's going to be your fog lights, your daytime run lights, your headlights, and then your tail lights, all LED. The grille has changed a little bit for the 2024 models. Wipers right underneath the hood line. You got some chrome action right up here within the front eyebrow of the vehicle. Then we're going to take a side step over here to the alloy rims. They can have a direct tire pressure monitoring system. I have a video showing you guys how to fill those up and how that kind of works out. Then we're going to take a step back here to see a side profile of the vehicle. I'm going to throw some exterior measurements up there so you guys know what you're playing around with, how it is compared to other vehicles out there in the market, and also your current vehicle. Now, as you're checking this out, we have body color handles, body color side mirror. Within the side mirror, you have a built-in turning indicator. It's integrated right there in the side mirror. We got chrome action around the windows, then rear tinted windows. Now, as we talked about the side mirror, let's kind of get a little closer so you can see a little turning indicator right up in there. Now it's going to be a breakaway side mirror, so if you need to fold this in, it's simple, push right in. If you hit something, it pops right out. That's not a problem. It just pops right back in place. Pretty nice and easy to use. Now we're also going to have smart entry with the vehicle, so let's say it's all locked up, right? There we go. I got the key fob in my pocket, put my hand in the handle, and unlocks the doors. You can choose you want all doors to unlock or just the driver's side door. Now also with that, you can have a little button right here, so I can keep the key fob right there in my pocket. I shut the door, I can hit this button, and it locks all the doors. So there we go. Now you can also have your walkaway auto lock feature, which is standard. So with walkaway auto lock, if I have the key fob with me, I shut the door, I get 10 feet away, there's no key left in the car, it automatically locks the doors for you. So you never have to second guess, did I lock my doors, did I not? It just locks, okay? Now you cannot accidentally, leave your key fob in there, hit the lock button. The car's registering the orders. I've done these steps, like, hey, since there's a key in there, I hit the lock button. The door hasn't shut yet, and there we go. It senses, oh man, you're accidentally locking your keys in the car. So it automatically unlocks. Now for those that want to lock their key, the fob in the car, while it's on and running, because you have a pet with you and you have the air on or the heat on, stuff like that, I have a video showing you guys that in action. Check it out. I'll help you guys out. We'll answer those questions for you. The car can be on or off with the key locked in there. Now keep in mind, when it's in park, it may turn off within X amount of time. So you got to be quick. It's not going to be like a long-term thing, all right? Now your gas release is going to be right here. So it's going to be a capless gas tank. Let me try to fix this key here quick. All right, so as you pop this right open, you can see there's no longer a cheap cap to worry about fixing and replacing down the road. This is a simple slide and go. Dropping stuff already. Now we're going to have a dual action tailgate here in the back. I'm going to show you guys in here in a second. Once again, as we're back here, you can see we have LED lights for safety, of course, for your brake lights. And then we have a dual action tailgate, all right? So when it's unlocked, as the traditional tailgate, comes right down nice and easy. You got a little indent here to make it a little more comfortable to sit on. And then a place for your cups. As you see, this is what they're going to try to make like the ultimate tailgating truck. Great thing about the Ridgeline, there's nothing going to ride as smooth as the Ridgeline because it is a unibody vehicle. It has an independent suspension on there, so it's going to be very smooth, okay? It's not like a traditional truck built on frame from there. Now, as you fold this right back up, you do have a release right over here. Pops right open, and that's what I was talking about for the dual action tailgate. A nice flat bed. You're gonna have some tie downs. You got your cleats right over there. You can't put a hard cover or soft cover on this. That's perfectly fine. A lot of people do that. And then we're gonna have some courtesy lights here in the back, as you guys probably already noticed. And then this is the moment we're talking about, the in-bed trunk. So you can use this as a cooler. You can use this as dry storage. You see you got the cork down there below. You can put dividers in here so you can keep all the stuff separate. Your spare tires right in there for you guys with the tools you may need for those unforeseen events. And a cool thing about this, if you really wanted to, you can lock it up. No one can access it. Now as we close that, there we are. Now your backup camera is going to be right up here. As we take a look at the tailgate once again, they've done something a little different. They actually have that all kind of stamped right in, Ridgeline. Badge of honor, Honda down below. As we look down a little more, you're gonna have chrome tipped exhaust, dual chrome tipped. We're gonna have a hitch that comes standard, and then we have a 7-prong plug-in. The lights back here for your plates. And then there it is. That's pretty much just gonna be the back for you guys, okay? As we open this up, before we dive in too much further, I'm going to throw some interior measurements so you guys know what you're playing around with. Is there going to be enough room for your friends, pet, cargo, whoever's brave enough to tag along with you guys? Now you know. You know how it compares to your guys' current vehicle. Now we're going to have a leather armrest. You guys know about power windows. We got a cup holder with a little tray action from right there. A leather interior. We have a carpet, it comes standard with carpet mats. We have all season mats, which does not come standard, but they're a nice tight fit. I want you guys to see that. Comes standard once again with carpet mats. I'm going to move these here out of the way so you guys can see the other stuff we have going on here. So these are going to have the magic seats with these. So what that means, you have a little handle action right down there. Pull that right up. And then kaboom. You got a little cardboard. So anyways, both sides will do that. It's going to be a 60-40 split seats. So you can put like a big screen TV in here, or maybe a bike, or whatever you want to do from here. You have some utility space for more of that tall stuff. You don't want to put it in the bed, all right? Now to release that, you just gotta, there we go. We're gonna have a headrest right there in the center. You can squeeze it down, push it down, there we go. Car seats, you're gonna have anchors right behind the headrest between all three options. This thing's gonna fold down. Cup holder, armrest, a little tray action for the car seats too. They're nice and easy. They're marked, as you can see. So your set courtesy pocket right over there behind both front seats. Adjustable vents. And then we're going to have a 12-volt plug-in. Now, just give you guys a heads up. I don't know if you guys noticed this or will notice this, but you have more of the stadium seat style with the Ridgeline. So what I mean by that is I get in here, you're not sitting back here like you normally would with a sedan or anything. You're sitting more straight up like you're in the front seat. But I can look over you guys. I can see everything. So if you have a backseat driver, be careful on who you throw back here because they're going to see everything, all right? Child safety, if you ever need it. There we go. Now we're also going to have blind spot information system with the vehicle, and that's going to be right here. Some models have a blind spot on the side mirrors. With the Ridgelines, we're going to have them inside right there. So I have the video showing you guys that in action. If you haven't seen it before, you're welcome to check that out. For a quick summary, simply when you're driving down the road at least 20 miles an hour or faster, that and someone's in your blind spot, that's going to light up bright orange. Then if you have your turning indicator on while someone's in your blind spot, it's going to flash at you and beep at you too as well. So there we go. Now we're also going to have 2-seat memory. You guys know about power windows. You got your power locks, your window lock button. So if anyone misbehaves, you can lock them out so no one can play around with the windows. We already talked about the gas release, a little Troy action down below. We'll come right over here. You got your power seating. So you got your forward, you got your back, you got a little tilt action on the front half. And then you got your recline. This is going to be raise and lower it. And then you got your lumbar support. Pedals, of course, to get A to B. This is your parking brake right there. Then your hood release. Let's pop that and show you some common courtesy stuff under the hood. All right, so here we are right underneath the hood. We don't talk about horsepower and torque and those other stuff, but let's show you guys some of the common courtesy stuff you may do on your own. For example, washer fluids, a nice blue cap, easy to find. Right over here, you got your dipstick. It's also easy to find, nice bright orange. Then we gotta have the oil cap down over here. Battery connection, battery's down below. You would have to take this off to actually access your battery if you need to replace it. You have your brake fluid right up there, okay? So now for more of those advanced common questions, feel free to contact your local Honda service center. They'd be glad to assist you guys answer that from there. I'm more of a button guy to show you guys buttons of the vehicle, but I just want to do the courtesy and show you those common little things that you may do on your own, all right? Now let's get back up front. All right, so here we are right inside the Honda Ridgeline. Simply have the key fob with you guys anywhere in the car. It could be in your purse, pocket, jacket, right up here, just in the vehicle. From there, you're going to simply apply it to the brake pedal. You're going to watch the button light right up, and then go ahead and select that button. And there we go. You guys are going to notice we have a leather wrap steering wheel. Over here on the left-hand side, you're going to have a release. Pull that down. There we go. It's going to be a telescopic, so you can push it in, you can pull it out, you can go down, you can go up. You guys get the point. Then lock it right back in place. Now we're going to be talking about the controls over here on the left-hand side. You have your mirror selector between left and right. So you have a couple options. You can keep it in the center, no mirror selected, left and right selected. You get the point. You have a D-pad here to adjust your side mirrors. And then we have an econ button. So as you select that, you get a little econ action up there. You have a green leaf to let you know it's on. So if I select it again, econ is gone. Econ is going to make you more fuel efficient. It's more effective for your highway driving when you're cruising compared to your city, because city you're doing stop and go. What it's doing is going to be sacrificing acceleration power, AC power up there, and electrical power to give you better highway fuel economy. All right, so you just, those really hot summer days, you got to choose. You want to be fuel efficient or do you want to be comfortable? I know which one I'm picking. I hate the heat. So maybe you guys are better at it than I am. So there's the econ button. Now over here you got your road departure. It's off now because there's no light. Now it's back on because of the green light. You have your forward collision. You can't just accidentally turn it off. You have to click and hold it. So for your forward collision, if you want to turn that off. You have your vehicle stability assist if you need to turn that off. And then you have your cargo light. So as you select that, you'll see a nice little green light right up here to let you know your cargo lights are on. If I select it again, they're not on. All right. Now I want to come back over here and talk about your side mirrors here quick again. So because you have a reverse tilt action within these side mirrors. So let's say if I have one selected, the left, and then I come over here and put the vehicle into reverse. Right about now, you'll see it'll angle down more below your bumper or at your bumper level. So it catches a little more of your blind spot. To turn that off, all you have to do is put that in the center, then it goes back. You're only going to do one mirror at a time, all right? So I just want to do a quick little bullet point on that for those. Now we're going to come over here to the steering wheel controls here quick. We're going to be talking about all your Honda Sensing features. They're going to be up here on the right hand side on the steering wheel. So as you hit the main button, it makes it available so you can use this stuff. All right, so this one right here is going to be for your cruise control. So when you hit the main button, you get your cruise control, it becomes available. There's going to be adaptive cruise. You can see that because it has a speedometer with a little arrow in it and a car in front of it. So that's your adaptive cruise. Versus if you hit the button and then this pops up, that's just going to be your standard cruise control. All right, there's no car in front of it. Now with adaptive cruise, if you guys don't know what that is, you can select the distance between you and the car in front of you. So as you can see those lines up, they're changing. All I'm doing is tapping this button right here. Just do a little tap, tap. I'm selecting it. More lines means further, less lines means closer. So I set my cruise control by this toggle switch, toggle down. It sets my speed. So let's say if I'm going 45 miles an hour and the car in front of me is going 40, it slows you down to maintain that distance. And once they get out of the way, whoop, you resume back to your cruise control speed. All right. So that's your adaptive cruise. In standard cruise, you already know what's going on. Now let's say you don't like the adaptive cruise. How do you switch? All you do is click and hold this button down for a few seconds, and then there you go. It switches from adaptive to cruise or vice versa. This is going to be your lane keep assist for your highway driving. So when you select that bad boy, it's going to go between 45 to 90 miles an hour when it's actually going to be able to work. So there we go. We have it on. We go on the proper speed between 45 and 90. It finds lines on the road. It will keep you in the center of your lane. So as for when you go out your lane a little bit, beep, 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 beep. You can turn that on or off, and then it brings you back, keeps you in the center of your lane. And we'll turn that off, and there we go. So that's going to be all of your safety features right over here. Now you have your paddle shifters. We're going to have adjustable end wipers. Auto lights, fog lights, boom, turn those on, they're off. You got your turning indicators. Pretty nice, soft little, tone that goes with it. It's not annoying. Now over here, we're going to have some more of your media controls. So you can skip between your sources, the radio station, stuff like that. You got your volume control, voice command, hey, call Crazy Honda Chris, and then you got a little wheel action. We're going to talk about that here in a second. That goes through all that. And then your home menu button to back out through there, okay? So let's talk about the driver's interface layout here quick before we get too involved on the controls. You get your speedometer, then you got a digital one right up there. You can see about your safety features, which is available when you're going to be able to use them. We have a normal drive. We're going to talk about drives here soon later on because there's a button for that. Outside temperature, 61 degrees, 4 miles. Gas tank, we're looking at the bars. So if it's half tank, guess what? Half of those bars are going to be gone. Your temperature gauge, right down here. Tachometer, right up there. You can see the time, and then there we go. That's pretty much just going to be your layout. Now we're going to come back over here to the controls. I'm using this little wheel action to scroll up and down. To select things, I'm pushing in the wheel. And then to back out, I'm just going to be selecting the home, okay? So the first thing we're going to look at, guys, is no content. Push the wheel in. If you want to change miles per hour to kilometers, this is where you're going to do it at. It's going to click and hold in that wheel. It'll allow you to change it. Brightness. You can change the brightness of your driver's interface screen. Simply scroll to what you want, then push in the wheel. Then it will save it or set it from there. Gauge display, scroll down a little bit. So as we're going through this menu, if you decide you don't want to use your tire pressure or all-wheel drive, or you don't want anything to pop up there, you can simply unselect it and it won't show. So you can clean up some clutter if you want to. Warning, so this would be like if the door's open, stuff like that. You guys know what warning's for. Oil changes may need to be done. Fuel and range, a lot of people keep it on this screen, but everyone's a little different. So right now you can see with a full tank of gas, as we talked about down there, we can go 409 miles before we go on empty, but that's based on the last 4 miles of driving the vehicle. This is all computer generated, so it learns from you guys' driving habits. Maybe you do a lot more hills, or maybe a lot more flat driving, summer versus winter driving, things like that. So keep that in mind, okay? Shows you our average fuel right now. We're at 3.8. Of course, we've done a lot more idling for that 4 miles. So there we go. Now, as I'm scrolling up and down on the wheel that's right down here, see that? We have trip B and trip A. I can reset trip B by pushing in the wheel, come up to hit reset, and reset trip B. Now, as we get back in here, you can see there's a graph between 0 to 50. That's your fuel time. That's going to be your miles per gallon. That's your fuel economy right there you're getting. It's a lifetime graph. So as you're driving down the road, you'll see that graph kind of fluctuate back and forth. It shows you a lifetime fuel. Sorry, I got distracted with a car next to me. All right, so we got speed and time right here. So if you want to do a little speed and time action, you're more welcome to it. Audio. So if you have the radio on, you can change some stuff around. If you want to, just have a display. Phone. If you got any kind of phone, pair it up. You can have some favorite contacts, stuff like that displayed up there. Navigation, got a little compass action going on right here. See what direction you are facing. All-wheel drive torque. So as you're driving down the road, you can see where all the all-wheel drive is going to, if it's using it, if it's just front-wheel drive at the moment. Until you slip and slide, it'll put power as you need it. Maintenance, anything regarding maintenance, it's going to be right here under maintenance. Tire pressure, you have a direct tire pressure. So you can see what tire is low, whether it's all at. Then we're right back where we started. All right, we're going to take a moment. We're going to come right back. All right, so now we're back. We're going to be talking about the dashboard and then the touchscreen, okay? So let's do a vent check. We got yours way over there. We have these here. We're going to argue about those. And then we got mine right over there. So pretty nice and easy. Open, close, and then you use these to adjust what direction you want it to go at, all right? So that's going to be your vent check. Now we're going to be coming over here to the nice bigger touchscreen. So they definitely kind of did themselves. They actually added a nice little lip right up here versus the last model. I kind of noticed that right away because you probably go back to my Accord videos and my Civic, stuff like that. They had a nice little lip when they redid the touchscreen. It was kind of nice to have it rest right there as you kind of play around with stuff. Not a big deal, just kind of convenient, all right? So here we are. We actually have physical buttons, not little touch sensitive buttons. Physical buttons for home, back. You got between your radio stations, power button for your radio on and off, then the volume knob. And here we are. Now you got some quick save points down below on the touchscreen. You can put things down there as you see fit. Just kind of grab, click, and then save. And then hit home when you're all done. Now we have all apps. You can choose what apps you want to have up here displaying or not. You can pair up multiple phones. One will be set as a priority from there. That priority phone is going to be accepting incoming texts and calls. Radio options, you got FM. As we hit source right here quick, you can see we have FM, AM, Sirius XM. You get 3 months of Sirius XM for free. After that, you have to contact them to continue that paid subscription. USB, we don't have a CD player, but hey, download stuff onto a USB flash drive, and then it's a plug and play from there. You have a Bluetooth capabilities, then you have a smartphone connection. Your smartphone connection is to be a wireless. Yes, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is standard on all trims across. Now, for your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it simply takes your Apple Maps, Google Maps, and other compatible apps, displays it right up here. It takes things off your phone. It's just like pairing up your phone to the vehicle from that point if your phone is new enough. So pretty nice. Sirius XM, we already talked about. Bluetooth, we talked about. Trip A's, so we got Trip A's and B's. So let's say if I reset Trip B like I just did, it shows you your previous. So if I reset it again, it'll go back to previous, whatever, shows you your previous each time you reset it, up to 3 options. And then you got your current drive right up there. General settings. Smartphone connections, I can go through all that stuff. The Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and all. Vehicle settings. I have a video out there that's going to show you guys how to customize your vehicle settings. So when you drive off the lot, everything's going to be set the way you want it. Clock. And there we go. Honda Link. Check out HondaLink.com. If you guys are looking for at a certain trim level, you can see what the app offers for your particular trim level. Compass. That's pretty much it right there in the nutshell, guys. You got the clock right up top. We get hazard lights right down there if you ever need these bad boys. Hopefully you never do. Climate controls. Let's talk about that. You're going to have a tri-climate. So right now you can see everything sync. I can unsync it by selecting that button. So I got my temperature down here. My wife, she's going to have it up so we can never argue again. That's one of the biggest arguments in our marriage is climate control in the car. I run cold, she runs hot. Now we're going to have your different modes right up there. So as I'm selecting that, you can see it right there. Fan speed. AC right here, on and off. So it's on and off. Air circulation. Off of all the climate control. Auto. Auto means the car's going to do everything in its power to maintain that temperature automatically. Rear off and on. That's for that back there. If I just wanted to adjust for the kiddos or whatever, I can. And there we go. Our setting takes me back. You get front defroster, rear defroster with heated side mirrors. Just a nice little cubby tray action going on right up there. Heated seats. I was wondering why I was sweating. They were on. So high, medium, low, and then off. Same with up here. You have a couple USBs, USB, USB-C. Then you're going to have a outlet right there, 12-volt plug-in. Wireless phone charger. It's on right now, it's available. But you can turn it out by hitting this little power button. No longer a green light. It's no longer available. Can't use it until you turn it back on. Cup holders. Nice little texture action going on right here. Shifter. So here we are. As you're driving down the road, you can't accidentally hit buttons. You have to apply onto the brake pedal to actually shift, all right? So put my foot down on the brake. Right now we're in park. I can see it right here because of the red light, and it's also right up here. We're in park. The reverse button, it's a pull back towards you. You see it goes from red to green. Reverse, and then your multi-angle camera automatically displays. So these little buttons down here is going to show you how the camera's going to act. So that's a nice 180 view, catches more of your blind spot, more of a right behind you view than a straight down shot from your rear bumper view. So when you're parallel parking, see how close you're getting, or if you're kind of backing up to connect to your hitch, it makes it a little easier. Now this is going to be off and then on for a cross traffic monitoring system. I do have a video showing you guys that in action. So when you got the vehicle in reverse, a car's coming from the side, it'll beep out what direction it's coming from and give you a little arrow action to let you know. This is going to be just to adjust the brightness of your touchscreen as you're in reverse. Now we got neutral, drive, and then S mode. S mode is going to change up your gear ratio, a little more acceleration, stuff like that. You can see the difference by simply looking up there. You get S, then D for drive. Now, as you put this in S mode, it does turn off your idle stop. That's a common question I get quite a bit is, Chris, how do I turn off my idle stop? First thing, let's talk about what is idle stop, because some people don't know, okay? Pretty much the government's making you guys have these in your car, all right? It's trying to be regulated. You have to do it since 2020. Whole point of this is to make it more fuel emission awareness. They're trying to cut back on the fuel emissions, all right? So let's say we get to driving down the road, the engine's to temp, the cabin's to temp, and meets as a requirement. Every time you get to a stop, maybe like a drive-through, red light, stop sign, you get the point. My foot's down on the brake, it shuts off the engine, right? If everything meets the requirement. And as soon as I let go off the brake pedal, starts right back up before you apply onto the gas. It's just being more fuel emission awareness is what they're trying to do. Now, if you don't like that, you can put it in S mode, or you can simply just hit this button right here every time you get into the vehicle, then it turns it off. You can see it's off by that little A down there on the bottom, all right? We'll put that right back in park. There we are. You got this little button right here. That's going to be intelligent traction management. Like I was talking about, your different drive modes. You have a normal. Come down to snow. So if you have an inch of snow out there for your city driving, I definitely encourage you to put that on. It's definitely going to improve your handling for the snow environment. I'm just telling the car now, hey, prepare yourself. We're going out in snow, so help me out. Then you got a little mud action. And when you turn in mud, you can see that it automatically turns off your vehicle stability assist because it knows you're going to get stuck, stuff like that. Same with sand mode. It's going to change how the car is going to perform to optimize your handling. It's going to do everything in its power from keeping that sand bearing your tires, things like that, okay? Now, if I turn this off in one of those modes, it's going to stay in that mode. So let's say if I had a snow mode, I turn off the car, get back in the car, and it's going to have a reminder what mode it was left in at to let you know it's back in that mode, okay? Look at this. We don't have our single little small whatever. We have a big console area for the armrest. Pops right open. So much room down here too as well. I can hide my snacks, my quarters. My son likes to steal those. This whole tray thing comes out too, the little plastic lining. So if we do make a mess because of my snacks, I can take it out and clean it. Glove box. It's a lockable glove box. Pops right open. Here we are. Challenge accepted. Life happens. You can throw whatever you want in there. You have your trunk lock right there for you guys, like I was talking about earlier. You can lock that in bed trunk. Now, one thing I forgot to mention on the fly was that tailgate. You do have a setting right in here. When you have your key fob and you hit lock, right? It locks that tailgate too as well. So you can have that on or off. So if you do have a cover on your trunk and you hit the lock button, it's all locked up, okay? I almost forgot about that. Now we'll come right over here. We have auto dimming rear view mirror. It's going to reduce those bright lights coming at you at nighttime. You have a garage door opener unit. That's kind of nice to see. So you can go up to 3 of them. Except you can it's just based on the garage door unit you have at home. So let's say if you have a garage door 3000. I made that name up. Maybe I did. I don't know. But let's say if you have a garage door 3000. You have to Google garage door 3000 pairing with Honda whatever. So if you find a video for like a 2013 Odyssey or an Accord, it's the same concept. It just depends on the unit you have at home, okay? Now you got this little button right here. Pretty much for the front lights. Turn them off. Have them in the center. So if I open up a door, those lights will come right on. I got this for those lights. I got this little button right here. As I hold that, rear sliding window. I'm holding it. And there we go. Open and close. We're going to have a one-touch power moonroof. Tap that back. Opens up. I can wave at people. I don't play with this on rainy days. Tap it forward to close it. Push it up and in. It kind of does a little tilt action. And then there we go. Place for my sunglasses. Courtesy lights within the visors. Pops right open. You can adjust as you see fit. And then, of course, who would we be if we didn't take care of the driver, right? Well, there we go. There it is, guys. I'll have more videos here soon for the 24 Ridgelines. Hang in there with me. If you guys find these videos very helpful, please do me huge favors. I know to keep this up during my downtime. Hit the like button, share with a friend or family. Also drop a comment down below if you like these videos. I love hearing that feedback, and I'll do my best to answer questions in between helping, everyone on the lot. All right? Well, thanks again for watching. Let's honk the horn and get done for the day. See you guys later.